Hello everybody, this is Aravind Mohan and welcome to my channel. Wish you all a happy Gokulashtami. Alright, so main topics for today. Defense Minister of India has sent a stern message to the arms supplier across the globe to fulfill the offset commitment. What does it mean to us? We'll take a look at that. Second, we'll look at the situation in Afghanistan. What are the recent developments after the recent Kabul airport blast? We'll take a look at that. Third, update situation of COVID in India. And there is also a mystery fever which affects few states in the country. We'll also take a look at that. Category level 4 hurricane Ida has crossed New Orleans City in the United States. We'll also take a look at that. Alright, so these will be the topics that we'll discuss today. And if you're not yet subscribed my channel, please subscribe. Only then you will get my daily updates. Alright, so let's get into the show. India has now given a stern warning to arms suppliers across the globe if they have not met the offset commitment as per the contract. Now, what is an offset commitment and why is the Defense Ministry of India is now taking a serious step on this? We'll take a look at that. First, what is an offset? I'll try to break this down and put it into simple terms. Offset is as per the contract where, when there is a huge arms deal that gets into another foreign supplier, as per the contract, they are supposed to give back the business to India in terms of investment. This could be various ways. One, probably some part of the development can happen in India, so there should be an investment in India who could directly supply these parts. Or it could also mean that there is an import of components from India to those countries where this is also developed. Or third, it's also transfer of technology, where there is also a knowledge transfer of these defense equipment development to India so that later on India can mature to make these equipments in-house. We'll take a pause here and go back to the previous news that we read related to defense. We spoke about India now having target to develop most of the defense equipments in-house. We spoke about Defense India Startup Challenge 5.0. We also spoke about public-private sector partnership in delivering these defense equipments. Now let's try to join the dots. On one side, India is very much focused to increase its engineering capabilities to produce these arms, to produce the defense equipment in-house to cater to the need. Also in the past, there has been huge deals that has also been executed to other countries outside from where we usually import these defense equipments. Now, India has now made this very strict to ensure that these companies follow these offset norms. India has now given a strict warning to those companies and said that it could even go to the extent of placing a ban on these companies. The possible effects that these companies, that is outside India, if they don't follow the offset commitment as per the contract, then it could affect their payment and it could result also in a ban. I would like to give you some stats. Between 2015 to 2018, there has been close to 46 such contracts which mandates this offset investment. So as per the contract, then there should have been at least a reinvestment of 19,000 odd crores in India. But if you look at the reality, the investment has not crossed even 5,500 crores. So there is a huge gap. With all of this, India's clear vision for defense industry and the actions are clearly visible for every one of us. Now we'll look at the situation in Afghanistan. In the past days, we also discussed about the terror attack outside the Kabul airport, the suicide bomb by ISISK. As a follow-up of this, it was also clear that Pentagon warned that there could be more of such attacks in the next 24 to 36 hours. As a retaliation, we also reported that US carried out a drone attack on the mastermind of ISISK behind this Kabul airport blast attack. Followed by that, yesterday US carried out a drone attack on a car that is loaded with bomb. Taliban spokesperson has stated this drone attack as arbitrated and say that US should have informed Taliban and shouldn't have made this attack on Afghan soil. However, the clock is now ticking. They have time only till tomorrow end of day to complete the evacuation, and post that US will have no control whatsoever in Afghanistan. This is the current situation. Well, not just that. The reports from Pentagon says that there were 5 rockets fired in the direction of Kabul airport, which was correctly intercepted by the missile defense system of US from Kabul airport. The report says that all the 5 such rockets which were fired was correctly intercepted. So we should wait and watch the last few hours of evacuation, how it is completed, and whether it will mark the exit of US from Afghanistan, or is it the entry of the next geopolitical drama. Next update is related to COVID. Well, if you look at this whole week, there has been close to 2.9 lakh cases reported throughout the country, and this is 32% jump from the previous week. In fact, this is the highest reported case in a week after June 28th. And if you look at the overall cases, 66% of the case comes from one state, that is Kerala. There is another mystery fever which affects Uttar Pradesh. Now, this mystery fever, which is still unnamed, has already taken the life of 68 people, which affects majorly children. The major effect is seen in the district of Firozabad and also the districts of Agra, Mathura, and few districts in and around it. Doctors say that today there are more than 135 cases reported, and in out of 135 there are at least 75 people who are battling for their life, which includes mainly kids. The main symptoms of it resembles that of dengue, with high temperature, low platelet count. These tests show no connection to COVID as of today. We from this channel pray for their speedy recovery. Now we'll again get back to some international news. Hurricane Ida has crossed the land at New Orleans Port City in the United States. This is a Category 4 hurricane, and they call this as one of the worst hurricanes in the recent times. The speed of the wind is reported in the range of 150 miles per hour, or 240 kilometers per hour, and the effect of it is expected to be even worse than the Hurricane Katrina. There is a mass flooding, power outage, and it would have affected at least 1,800 people, is what the first report says. This adds as an additional challenge also with the midst of the current COVID situation in this globe. Alright, so these are the main updates that I wanted to share with you today. Well, on one side, we hear about the hurricane which affects people. On the other side, there is terrorism which kills people, bomb blast, and also we hear about COVID cases surge, and a mystery fever which kills the children of a country. Well, on this auspicious day, well, I pray for peace and well-being of this world. Thank you all.